I used to live in a row house once, the kind where the basements are separated by nothing more than a flimsy, brittle brick wall. My neighbor at the time was a strange man, mentally unstable, though I didn't fully understand just how dangerous he was back then. He was an oddball, the type who stayed up all night making strange noises that I could hear through the walls. At first, I brushed it off as the unavoidable quirks of having a shared wall with someone peculiar, but over time, his behavior started to escalate. He would pound on the walls in the middle of the night for no apparent reason, startling me awake. Sometimes, when I left or returned home, I'd catch him staring at me in this unsettling, almost predatory way. I tried to ignore it, convincing myself that he was just another eccentric neighbor. Then one day, everything changed. A woman who lived alone in another row house just a few doors down stopped showing up to work. Her absence raised alarm bells at her workplace, and they requested a wellness check. The police arrived at her house and found it eerily empty. As they searched the property, they heard the distinct, harsh buzz of an electric table saw coming from the basement. Following the sound, they descended into the dimly lit space and noticed something chilling. A section of bricks had been removed from the back wall of her basement. Peering through the hole into the neighbor's basement, the officers discovered a scene straight out of a nightmare. The man was there, drenched in blood, dismembering a human body. It didn't take long for them to identify the corpse as the missing woman. They arrested him on the spot, dragging him out and placing him in the back of a police van. But the horror didn't end there. When they arrived at the station and opened the van's doors, they found the man dead. He had hung himself with a belt during the ride. Even now, years later, this story haunts me. Having lived in places with shared walls, I can't help but feel a lingering unease. How well do we really know the people living just a few feet away from us?